All right, she is ready for the first coat of Duratex is what we're doing on the bottom. I'm going to do about 6 coats. You've seen me do Duratex. Well, I mean, if you've been following the channel, you've seen me do Duratex plenty of times. So I will spare you having to watch that. I'm going to get that done. I'm going to spend the rest of today doing about 6 coats, make it nice and thick so that we have a nice, strong layer of that because, like I said before in other videos, subs get moved around and we need some extra protection on the bottom, so Duratex it is, and lots of it. Little miniature progress update. All of the Duratex is in place, and all magnets are also in place, so speaker cover's on, lines up perfectly. All right, there you go. There's your mini update. I'm just going to keep on working. Here is where we're at, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so the Duratex is dried, and everything's looking good. Got the magnetic cover all done. But there is one little thing that I need to fix. And every detail's got to be right. These things get very expensive with the equipment that goes into them and the time and all the materials. If you can see that, when I taped it, it wasn't taped perfectly. I stretched the tape out assuming that it would go in a straight line, and it didn't. So it's one of those things. I mean, it kind of sets you back on time, but you got to go back and fix it. So that's what I'm going to do. It's going to give me a chance to make things just a little bit more perfect. I mean, it does look very good, but I'm going to fix a couple of things while I'm at it. But yeah, I wanted that to come down to the line where this slab of wood meets this slab of wood, and it didn't quite do it because the tape didn't go straight like I was assuming that it did. So, you know, it's one of those things. It's got to be perfect. So I'm just going to take the time to make it good. Okay, it's all taped up. Now, what else am I going to fix? All right, I don't know if it's coming through on camera, but you can kind of see the lines from the wood grain. Now, this could have been prevented with just primer before I put the Duratex on, but I want to sand that and make so that you can't see this, just so that we get a nice professional looking coat of Duratex on there. And yeah, you can kind of see it here, maybe not at this angle, but I'm just going to go through and fix all that up. All right, with each sub build I want to be more and more perfect and just make it just immaculate. I want every detail to be immaculate. That's my goal. So, and there we go. And with the guys paying as much as they do for these things, then they really should be. All right, let's paint.
You're a storm inside the strobe light. I'm the echo in your wrist, finger tapping on my shoulder like a countdown in your eyes. Every glance a little louder. You're the quiet till it flies.
Notice that there are no more 90-degree corners back there. Now, these are, in fact, I took my amp template and repurposed it, but don't worry, I relabeled it so it'll work now. It's now a standing wave eliminator. So it should be a pretty well behaved sub, even though it's this big. My goal is to get this to test really well, even though it's really hard to get big boxes to test well, but I'm gonna do whatever I can to achieve that goal. One more little update. I also added a little bit of interior bracing. So now this thing is tied from bottom to top through triangulation and from side to side. All right, and everything's looking good. So it is time to put some gloss on this thing. I'm going to go through it with an epoxy 2K spray coat. And then I'm going to put a nice thick layer of tabletop epoxy on the front of this. This finish probably came out the very best as far as India ink is concerned, in my opinion, than any other finish that I've done yet. So, congratulations to the buyer of this thing. Okay, here is the 2K epoxy clear coat. Just going to shoot a couple of layers on that thing just to seal everything up. All right, the 2K epoxy clear is all dry. Boy, did that turn out nice or what? It is time to do the epoxy high gloss finish on the face. So I'm going to get this all taped up, turned over, and let's gloss this thing.
Drum beat on my rib cage, bass drop, I forget my name. Heart jump like a ship in flames. We fall, we fall, we fall. Crash land in your orbit, skin shake from the aftershock. You and me in a cosmic shock. This gravity in my chest won't let me stop. You lean in, say listen, right before the floor caves in. All the air turns silver static, every breath a tiny spin. Then it hits, world bending, like the room just learned to scream. All my bones start resonating, you're the fault line in my knee.
We are taped up, ready to epoxy. I don't know, I'm kind of liking the finish that it has on right now, but he paid for the high gloss epoxy finish, so that's what he's getting. All right, I'm gonna mix that stuff up and I will update you after we've got it all poured and hopefully everything goes well. All right, this is the nerve-wracking part. Wish me luck, guys. And here we are. Now, things are still pretty wet, so everything's still in process. I'm trying not to disturb any dust at all in the garage, so I'm being very careful where I step and whether I kick anything up or not. But it's looking pretty good. Obviously, it's a handmade sub, so there's going to be little imperfections here and there. But with every job, I want to make it just as good as I can make it and get better and better every single time. And it's looking pretty righteous, wouldn't you agree? It is time for insulation. So here's how we're going to do the insulation. We're going to put basically panels. I'm going to put one panel in this area, another panel up here, and I kind of purposely spaced this so it's perfect for just basic interior insulation. So that's how I'm going to do it. Just going to do sections, and that should damp the subwoofer. That should be plenty of damping for the subwoofer. I am not going to do any damping beyond this wall, this infrastructure wall that I have put up. So I won't worry about that. Also, these standing wave eliminator pieces should eliminate standing waves. So I shouldn't need a ton of damping in this thing. All right, let's get that damping in the subwoofer. All right, first panel is in, and you can see that because of the spacing of the bracing, then it actually fits in there very snugly. It's gonna stay nice and tight. I'm also gonna do this area back here, this area back here, this area here, and this area here, and we'll call it good. Okay, she is packed. That's all the damping I'm gonna do on this one. They don't necessarily need damping on every surface. In fact, there are some times when you don't want to damp every surface, just because damping does decrease output, although by very little, but you don't necessarily need it. For instance, I could get away with not damping this wall, but damping this wall, because the reflections would be absorbed over here and it wouldn't matter if there was reflections over here. That's a real thing, believe me. There we go. It is time to seal. I put some gasket here, and we'll get the driver in. Exciting stuff. Let's make it happen.
Drum beat on my rib cage, bass drop, I forget my name. Heart jump like a ship